What's up, fam? Welcome to L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth. Today we got Tanya, we got Vic, we got Tony B, and we got Steve. Y'all,
Hey.
Today's topic is going to be funny. Relationships and social media when wanting acceptance from someone you've been dating. You ready?
Ready.
Ready. Question number one. Let's say you post on Facebook a pic of someone of interest, and you ask the person to show a pic of y'all on your own page, but it wasn't reciprocated by the other person. Which person is wrong and why?
Well, let me answer that question. First and foremost, was that discussed between the two parties? Now, right, if one only had a contractual agreement with itself or himself or herself, then that's on them. However, if it wasn't mutually understood and reciprocated, then bruh or sis, you on your own, baby girl, baby boy, don't do it.
Contract.
Easy answer right there.
Yeah, I think we all was right there on that same page. Thank you, Tanya. We appreciate it.
Thank you, T. Thank you, T.
Right. Okay. Now, what if it was communicated and the person said that they would do it, but they didn't do it?
I'm gonna say this. I think that we need to not be in that position where we feel that social media is going to validate our relationships or our personal lives. And sometimes people think that that's what social media is doing, but really it's giving people an insight on what's going on in your personal life and giving that critique, because everybody wants a voice, everybody wants to be seen, everybody wants to have an opinion or whatever. But you know, when it comes to your what they say, misery love company. So if they see you happy with your other half, what you think they thinking?
They gonna see what I'm saying?
So
well,
that's why you want to do it.
I got a weird perspective on this because I'm a person that has very limited social media. I had my issues with social media at the very beginning. I said my relationship and everything with my wife was more important. We were still dating back then. I was like, I got caught up in some stuff. I said, you know what? I'm straight.
What was the issue? Give us an example.
Man, just too much access to it. Just too much access. You know what I'm saying? Like when you out there, you get to see all this stuff. You talk to all these people and you run into stuff that you never run into in your own city. You know what I'm saying? So when you in that situation, you know, you like, oh dang, well, you know, hey, how you doing? Just saying hi can get you in trouble. So for me, you know, me and my wife, we had a long discussion about social media, and the only social media that I truly have is what I would call social media. I have a Twitter account, you know what I'm saying? We follow each other on Twitter. I don't be posting nothing crazy, but I missed the whole Facebook thing. I done missed TikTok. I done missed all that. But I say this to say that my relationship with my marriage is probably 100 times stronger because I don't have any of those distractions. I don't have anybody hitting me up. You know, I don't have none of those problems that you hear people having about on social media. If me and my wife is going through something, guess what? It stays inside the house. There's no, I didn't unfollow her and she didn't unfollow me. I didn't change my marital status and all this other stuff that people be doing on there. I hear about it and I see it, but I'm just like, yeah. So when I'm in trouble at home, guess what? I'm the only one that knows. I suffer in silence.
There you go.
I suffer in silence. Let me ask you a question. You said that you don't do social media. Without you doing social media, it has saved your marriage. Is that what
I wouldn't
saying?
say it saved my marriage, but it unclutters my life. Like I hear a lot of people talk about Facebook, and I was on Instagram, and I was on this, and I was on that. And for the life of me, I hear about it, and some of that stuff I see on Twitter, but for the most part, I miss a lot of it. So like, it's just me and my wife. What we talk about, it's our lives. It's what we do at home. It's our family, my son. We don't talk about Facebook posts and all that. We talk about us. We talk about real life stuff. It's kind of old school in a way, but I appreciate that fact because I didn't come up with the internet when we were younger. We all in that same man. We didn't have that. You had it.
Stop playing. You came up with MySpace.
No, I didn't come up with no MySpace. I had one later on, but I'm telling you, like, I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with a rotary phone, you know, old school stuff before cordless joints.
And a pager.
Right.
I put it to you like
I
this.
sent out my
I
number.
still, when
Why
I was first out there doing my thing, and Vic and Tony will attest to this, you had to go out there with yourself, a pencil and a piece of paper to go get a number, and you had to do the dang thing. You had to go do it. It wasn't
And had the Mac. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. You couldn't go out there with all that extracurricular that they got now. You didn't add nobody to the mix. You might have had a wingman, but that was about it. You didn't have. I'm gonna see what she look like on Facebook. I'm gonna see this. Get all that. Like I was talking about in the previous episode, you know, when you at the club, you know, you had to go up there, you know, hey, put your best on, like, hey, you know, what's up? Hey, can I hide you for a minute, buy you a drink, can we rap? You know, and do all that.
Right.
But nowadays, these guys, they can't even go out to a club and have a good time because it's too much hookah and who got the bottle service and all this other stuff. I ain't gonna get into that.
Right. Right.
But my life is uncluttered because of social media, because I don't deal with it. Like, especially in my relationship. It's bad enough having friends and family that want to ask questions, let alone some random person that saw a post on somebody else's page talking about, oh, what he got going on? Why he going off on this girl like that? Man, I could care less what you got to say.
Right. Right. Okay. So what if the person who posted gets offended and takes it down?
That person have what's called as a contractual love with themselves. He's in it. He's in his own bidding. And to me, it's based on what you do. You know what I mean? It's based, if you don't do it, I don't do it. Now you get into childish games. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, I have that done to me just recently. And you know what, I don't even feed into it. I didn't got too old to feed into stuff like that. I really don't care because I don't do social media like that anyway. I get on there, do my stand in need of prayer page, and I get off.
Right.
So
But
I'm pretty much like Steve. Huh?
I say you be liking my stuff too.
Yes.
Yes. What would y'all say? Do you think they like people post for ratings?
Oh, they post for all that stuff.
Yeah. You know, I used to have a friend to tell me, you know, how many likes she got.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I got more likes than you. I don't give a sweet monkey's ass how many likes you got. You know?
Said the monkey ass.
A sweet one. A sweet one.
So, you know, people live off a hype, you know, a platform, you know what I mean? And that's a very atrocious way to live, you know, to live your life, you know, if you got to be validated by an audience, in other words.
Mm.
And you know what? Unfortunately, I think that question is unfair to all of us because I think we came up in an age where we didn't have social media, so we remember life before. And I don't know about you guys.
I'm talking about social media is so hype right now, and that's the life.
Right, but we all remember. We feel like we all know how to get back to that base though. Like we can see social media and be like, yeah, I'm good on that, and then we go right back to what we were doing because we don't have that. Like some of these younger folks in their 20s, in their early 30s, that's all they know, and they live off of that. They live and die off of the likes.
That's the thing of today. So our era, we knew how to be in person, but I'm talking about the people today. They live on social media, so
there's people our age faking it too.
But that's how
people our age faking it. They faking this stuff like, oh yeah, we on the internet. Yeah, you 55 years old. Yeah, I'm on that Facebook, y'all. I'm doing that thing. You know, I got my suit on. Hey, I'm just being honest with you because you see these cats. They out there, they on the TikTok and they, you know what I'm saying? They doing all the social media. And I'm like, somebody got him, man. Somebody get their uncle up off of here.
Right.
Get your uncle, man, or get your auntie, get your grandma.
So
this ain't for them. Like, I understand you want to reach out to folks. This ain't for them.
Okay, hold on. Tony B, what would you say about that? Do you think people do it for ratings? And if they do it for ratings, why do you think it is?
Do what? Post particular things for rating?
Right. If they post that of somebody that they like and then they take it down like 2 days later. Like, why do that? Post.
I mean, okay, there's two different angles that come from this. You can just put up a general post, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people will interact with it. And a lot of people might like it, might comment off that. And they did a study to talk about with the endorphins in your brain. that it
Mhm.
stimulates them, like
Mm.
the likes and all that. So people do get a lot of, they get the hype off that, off the likes and the comments and all that. Now, when you're talking about a situation where you put a picture up of maybe you and your other half, and you kept it up for a couple of days and then you took it down,
Mhm.
that goes a little bit deeper. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because that goes into,
That's
you
petty.
can have,
That's a hater.
well, no, I mean, you hate on yourself because you took down your own picture. I mean,
No, the other person taking it down.
oh, okay. So so if I posted a picture on my other half's wall with me and her, and they took it down.
No, if you posted a picture of you and your other half on your page, but then
Uh-huh.
your other half didn't post nothing of you guys. So then you got mad and got petty. So then you ended up taking it down off your own page.
Get about
Yeah,
your
I mean,
feelings.
that's
About your
definitely,
feelings.
yeah, that's definitely you being in your feelings. Because like look at this. If you post a picture up with you and your girl, and your
Mhm.
girl doesn't post a picture up, and you get like 150 likes, 200 likes or whatever, you so much in your feelings, you don't even care about all the likes and comments. You just taking it down because you feel like it ain't being reciprocated on the other end.
Right.
But you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Just the relationship part itself. I mean, just saying in general. Like I said, I had a friend of mine. She was telling me, we was talking about this today. She was telling me about how her last relationship kind of ended like that because she was engaged and this, and he was single and he was on the Facebook dating app, all kind of different stuff. And she ended up hacking into his page and put pictures up, and he got mad. And females, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of really, really what your relationship is really, really about.
Right.
And they say money is the main thing that makes people, marriages, number one reason people divorce and marriage. But I got to think that social media is probably up in that top 5 on why people
I'm about to say it's
get
creeping up
divorced
there.
Right.
Yeah.
and everything else too as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Right.
only reason money gonna be, because everybody don't do social media, but everybody got money. So money's probably always gonna be the number one, issue when it comes to marriage and relationships and all that. But like I say, social media got to be top 5 reasons why people have, get divorced or have issues in their relationship.
Right. Yeah, I just want to introduce y'all to Fat Boy in the building.
Hey, Fat Boy.
Hey,
We
family,
got-
what's happening, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey.
What's up?
Buddy of mine.
Look, we
It's
got
good to see
Tanya.
y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Look, we got Tanya. We got my brother Vic. We got my cousin Big Tony B.
There you go. On the
And then we got Steve, DJ Cutthroat. And so we're talking about Facebook, or not Facebook, just social media and relationships. So Vic, what
Oh,
would you
yeah.
at?
I thought that was Killer Mike when he came through. I thought that was Killer Mike, man.
No,
For
he
real,
look more
huh?
like Big Mike from the Ghetto Boys.
Hey,
I was
no,
gonna say
no.
Big Kevin Perkins.
Hey, no, I got a combination of all of them, y'all know, for real, for real. I just seen Perk this morning. I said, you know what? I kind of look like Perk a little bit, y'all. That's what I said. I just said that.
Wow.
Oh my
So
goodness.
thank y'all for having me, though. I'm sorry I'm so late, man. I got talking to my pops about numerology, and we was doing mathematics. My pops was a genius, so he had me just doing numbers and how to make
Nope.
it add up to 1089.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah, so you pick like 3 numbers, and it was crazy. Sorry, y'all. Yeah.
You're good. You're good. Oh, by the way, y'all, Fat Boy is with one of my homeboys, DJ Fuel. That's how I met the two of them. They do a radio show called Fired Up Broadcasting, and then they have their own show on Thursdays, and it's called Reasons. So I'll send y'all the links if y'all, check them out. And he'll send you the links because he knows Fat
But
Boy.
they say they'll
Yeah,
be down there in the
And they're in LA.
in the description.
Yeah.
See, look, Nicole, would I hit you with that top 5 and the reasons why? We need to have that discussion one day.
For sure. I'll have you on their show. That's a good that's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel like you have to prove yourself to someone at any extent? Vic, I'm gonna start with you. Love you, brother.
Prove yourself to your mate.
Yeah.
Well, to a certain extent, yeah, you have to prove some type of loyalty, show them that you're rocking with them. Absolutely.
So what if they're
Further-
a social media head and they just like, why don't you post about me? And I like.
well, see, Well, see, here it is with me, with any person I've ever dated with social media. I just got on social media, about 6 years ago.
Mhm.
But I've never posted my personal business, whoever I was dealing with. It's been, why can't I be your Facebook friend? Because that's my business.
Mhm.
It's not about me posting some with a whole bunch of different chicks. I mean, I have female friends, I got male friends, and it ain't something. If I do take a pic with one of my homegirls or something like that, that's just a homegirl. Like if I took a picture with you, it ain't somebody that I'm dating on there that I'm gonna go ahead and post with. To where if you did look, here it is. Here, people say I'm too secretive when it comes to my Facebook. I done had arguments with my ex. Look, I ain't trying to hear all that, and I just don't even. I don't do it. Look, I'm not entertaining your insecurities, because that's my personal business. You don't need to be all the way in my personal life. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So it's been not arguments. It's been them getting mad at me not giving a damn. So that's basically how it went. So why can't I be your Facebook friend? Why do you need to?
Hey, Vic, let me ask you a question though. Do you think that may have kept you from moving on with one of those young ladies that you was referring to? You think you may have missed out on something because of the whole social media and you being secretive?
No. Steve, look, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. This is why I am. If they want to get on the train gonna ride real smooth. When they start putting rocks and boards on my train track, then they can get the hell off my train. I'm not here to entertain nobody's insecurities. As my boy Willie D say, don't impose your insecurities on me, because I don't really give a damn what you do on your Facebook. I really don't, because I don't care who you post, what model you looking at, what man you should. I don't care about none of that. See, because the less I know about what you really think, the better I am, because you really don't want to know what the hell I really think, because I don't want you in my damn business. You know what I mean? I really don't, because, and it's not even anything that I'm hiding, Steve. I will be accused of being secretive because I don't share my life with everyone like that.
Speak
You
your
understand what I'm saying? So if I'm on social media, Nick and Tone can vouch for that. I'm usually wearing a brim. I'm usually out in a little, like some grown folk stuff, with my partners. I'm never like hugged up on no female. I'm not even with that. You know what I mean?
Dish that you made?
Huh?
Showing your latest dish that you made?
Yeah, oh yeah, my food or something. I post stuff like that.
and
I
I
might post some, yeah.
every
I
time.
might post memories or whatever like that, but I'm not doing anything that's going to violate anyone that I've ever dated. So now, if you want me to go through my phone and show you what I post, I will do that. But you don't need to be all on my, because to say for instance, somebody like a picture,
Mhm.
and she's a pretty female, right?
Who
Next
is
thing you
that?
know,
Who is that?
where you know her from? Now, next thing you know, you trying to hit her on her page. Stuff like, I ain't got time for all that, because see, that right there would get your ass left.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I'm sold, to avoid all your insecurity. I'm not going to build any insecurities nowhere on your tower. I'm not. So you can just be mad for not knowing, opposed to trying to look for something, because I always tell people, if you look in your significant other's phone, you will find something that you don't like, because you're looking for something not to like. Like say Nicole got a girlfriend. So her and Tanya, right, sharing, and Tanya's my lady. Let's use that for instance. And Nicole has sent Tia a picture. And it might have been some dude that was buff. Girl, look at this dude right here. Neither one of them know him. Is this some model that they showed, right? And then here I am being insecure. Well, why Nicole got to keep sending you pictures of buff men? Because Nicole is single. Nicole like to look at men on social media and stuff like that. That's going to cause an argument between Tanya and I. So I figure like this. Why look for stuff? If you do not want the truth, because see, I like what Jay-Z said, call me for real, because I am the truth. So if you ask me a question and I give your ass an answer, I am not going to keep arguing back and forth about why I said this and why did I do this. I gave you the answer. You asked me a question, I'm gonna give you the answer. But I am not going to be up under the spotlight like I'm in the FBI building getting interrogated. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So
what if you're married and you're both active on social media for business reasons, and do you post your personal life?
No, because it's called business.
Tony B? You post your personal life if you're in a relationship, and you post for like you're very active on social media because of business. But and you and your wife, let's say, are very active. Do you post your personal stuff on there?
I mean, I would. In the past, yeah, I posted pictures of, me in a relationship with my significant other and stuff like that. So, for me, with my social media, since I've been trying to do the whole podcast radio thing or whatever, I got almost 5,000 friends, associates, whatever you want to call them, just trying to help build a base from there. So I got Facebook friends that I've never met in my life before, but we super cool. We didn't know each other. We've been Facebook friends for almost 10 years. You know what I mean? It's just,
That's 90% of my Facebook.
you see what I'm saying? So it's just like when you have that, and then you'll have that support system that, sometimes when you do stuff like what you're doing right now, and you chime in and you say something that they might be into, they might like it and share, and that'll help build your platform. But if it comes to the relationship part, and you got to that point, and I ain't got no problem. I'm into that point. I will post who I'm in a relationship with. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people that are on my, Facebook are people that I've dealt with in the past to a certain extent. And I know that could be a slippery slope, but
you got exes on there.
Yeah, I mean, I got exes from high school. You know what I mean? So
slipping, I'm falling.
It is what it is.
Slipping.
Wonder why you keep your ass in trouble.
No.
Be out here wilding, no, for real.
Hold up, Fat Boy.
I mean, it's all up to you. I mean, you can look. It's been issues in relationships way before social media that came around. So it all depends on who you are as a person and how you gonna conduct yourself, whether it's gonna be drama or not. It's gonna be drama regardless. So if you're doing the right thing, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna wait, stop. Even if you are doing the right thing, like I said, you got one of them exes that wants to know every damn thing about what you post and why you post, who is this. That's why I just avoided all that. You don't need to be my Facebook friend, because I don't need to answer every time somebody come up and say, "Oh, I like your brim." I'm in the hat club. So I don't care to hear, well, why is she making a comment? Because I got a fly ass brim on. That's why. That's why.
Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off of Tone and Vic for a second, because I like some comments that both of y'all made, and I'm gonna go ahead and merge a little bit of that together. I feel like Tony B was making a point when he said that you can post it, because when you at a certain point, and even if it is your business, if she supported you at an event and you trying to say thank you, and it's just a thank you post, then you do what you do. If you confident and you ain't tripping off of your social media, and you can get on the train and it's gonna be a smooth ride, like Vic said, it is what it is. Like, I'm posting you because I appreciate what you did, because you helped me out. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just an appreciation thing. If you don't care you ain't worried about what nobody else will say, because if you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. If you're married, you're married. I'm posting this because it's appreciation from my wife on my page. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. And you go about your business. Now, I know there's other people that may want to interrupt that, but then that's what you block folks for. Sometimes you got to hit that block button. But you got to get to a certain point where you understand where you at in your relationship, and that it doesn't matter if you post them or not. Because the question that you asked earlier, Nick, was, do you get mad or upset if they don't reciprocate? If you do it for the right reason, if you do it because you want to do it, it don't matter if you get likes. It don't matter if they don't like it or whatever. I did it because I felt good about it. I wanted to post it. And if you look good, I damn sure want to post because it made me look good. You know what I'm saying? We fly together. We do it together.
Look what I got.
That's what it's for.
And Fat Boy, what would you say? What would you say on that? As far as
I'm gonna piggyback off of Steve as well. If I'm in a relationship, I'm definitely gonna post it, right? I am in a relationship. Sorry, y'all. I am in a relationship. So, but I'm kind of with Vic as well. I don't really share social media with my mate though. I haven't went there yet, right? And because of the past, I'm so used to kind of operating like Vic. But now that we have this conversation, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I may have to start following on social media, posting her more, because I'm with Steve. I think he's absolutely right. Posting her when she looks good makes me look good. And also, I'm all about promoting Black love. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's dope And
Right.
and for Vic, I think you just ain't found the one yet. I think the one is gonna make you is gonna make you do it, and you're gonna want to do it. She ain't gonna have to make you do it. You're gonna want to be forthright, right? You're gonna want to be upfront about everything that you do. You're gonna want to follow her on social media because you're gonna really want that. I think a lot of the women we meet, they just not for us. So we don't want to take that extra step to do any of those things.
But not saying that. I'm not. See, listen. If I get married, listen.
Hold up now.
One.
What you
Hey, no,
know
for
now.
real.
Hey, I agree with you saying, but even when I was, you know, in a relationship to where I was going to get married again, she had that problem with me, and I really didn't give a damn. It's because I'm gonna move the way I move.
Vic, do you ever give it? I've listened to you. Vic, like, hey, it is what it is. This is how I am. You ride with me. You like me. Take me as I am. This is it.
Hella cutthroat.
Hey, I should be in your crew, cutthroat.
Hold on.
Right.
Go ahead, Tanya. What were you gonna say, Tanya?
Hold on. Let me get this real quick, Ty. No, it's not that, because I feel like this. If I do get married again, I'm not gonna be on social media. Because, you know, if I did that, it'd be like a family page. It'd be Nick, Tony, you know, my family. It ain't gonna be no outsiders. Is because, see, where Tony and I are from, I have a lot of haters, a lot, and I don't need them in my business. Like, it's some people that I know that's friends with Tone on Facebook or friends with some other our friends, and they hit me up just because they know me. I don't accept it. It's because I don't rock with you. I didn't rock with you then. I'm not gonna rock with you now. I don't need you in my business. So, you know what I'm saying? So if I get to the point where I get married, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm not gonna be on doing none of that, because I know my past can come up to my future, and it will be innocent on mine, but it will affect somewhere around that train. So I would just get off, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Okay. And just deal with my family.
I agree with you on that, because you know what? I'll say this. The people that I need to be in contact with, I'm in contact with because I want to be in contact. I don't have nobody reaching out from deep down yonder somewhere that I knew from way back trying to catch up. You know, if somebody wants to get in contact with me, they got to find a phone number to call me to see if it's good. And I don't, you know, I have people that have Facebook, like there's events going on, like, hey, see, this is going on. I'm like, all right, cool, appreciate it. But as far as that other stuff, man, I promise you, if you're in a relationship and you push social media to the side and you focus on what really needs to be focused on, you would be surprised as to how much more you get out. You work on your relationship more. You talk about your relationship more. You don't find out certain things through social media because you actually talking. And I would hate to find out something crucial about my significant other.
Right.
Because I follow her on Facebook.
Right.
You know, it's a bunch of haters out there too.
Hold on.
I got those too.
What are you gonna say?
Who are you talking to me?
Yeah, as you're eating your sucker.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask Vic, because he sounded like he had a lot of entanglements. And
Come on, G, that's how you gonna do your boy.
But this is to Vic. But what I want to let you know, you're not gonna treat me like R. Kelly trapped in the closet. You're gonna show me.
Show me.
Well, there's a whole lot going on in this comment right here. There's a lot going on right here. She hit it with the entanglement, and he trapped in
the R. Kelly.
Jada. So what you say, Tanya? Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. You was my lady, and you had that much of a problem not knowing my business. Okay? If you had that much of a problem, there's two things that's gonna happen. Either A, if I love you that much, if I cared about your feelings that much, and we were together like that, I'll just shut my page down. So now you ain't got to have nothing to worry about. You ain't got to be worried about nothing. But the next question is going to be like, well, why you shut it down? What you got to hide? See, you ain't knowing that I just don't want to go through no headache. But if you felt like, because this is what it is with me. I don't ever want a woman to think that she running shit with me. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You ain't gonna just make me do something because your insecurities is coming off at you. Because I'm gonna tell you something. We all are insecure in our own ways. But me personally, I feel that I have mastered my insecurities. If I wanted to say something to a female that I was feeling insecure about, guess what? I would just shut up, go suck my thumb in the corner, cry in my own closet, and say, don't cause any ripples in this relationship is because your ass is feeling insecure. So sometimes we all just need to be quiet when our insecurities is hitting us. And like I said, we all got our insecurities. If you might not want your woman to go out, it might not be because of the company she keep. You might just want no man in her face. But I'm from the world. I don't want her if they ain't looking. I want mine off like a star. Like, yeah, it's been dudes looked at them, made a comment on my ex-woman. She walked in, they was like, damn, she thick. And the first reaction from me, because the way I am, I was about to say, nigga, who the hell you disrespecting? But I said no. I caught myself and I laughed. I said, she thick as a motherfucker, ain't she? And then I just popped her on her ass and looked at the nigga like, you can't play with me because y'all 3 deep in the car. No. That first set of insecurity, would have took over because I would have got violent. And then but I said no. I'm gonna just go ahead and say, guess what? She with me anyway. She looking good. I don't want her if they ain't looking, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah.
Right.
Let me drop a little something on all you guys.
Go ahead, Tony.
Understand this. What we're doing right now, we putting ourselves out there. We're making ourselves vulnerable, right? Because we're out here talking on a platform, right? We know that this platform is going to be, uploaded to YouTube or whatever, right? It always happens in a way where people don't expect it. All of a sudden, you don't went viral. Each and every one of us on here right now can go viral and become this internet celebrity, so to speak. Now, what we're talking about as far as being private and all that could go away. So understand, since us doing what we're doing right now, I need everybody that's on here to understand that could happen. And if you get to that point to where everybody knows your name, or knows your face, done seen you on there before, you're going to become an internet celebrity. So believe that. So when all this stuff that we're talking about, keeping our personal lives and keeping our family to ourselves, all that sounds good.
Speaking their truth. Speaking their truth.
You never know. You never know when it's gonna blow up. So just everybody, just little piece of information for everybody on here right now, so you know that.
Well, we gonna blow sis up. We gonna get sis her numbers, bro. We gonna get sis her numbers.
It's gonna be viral by the end of this whole podcast. How many ever he's on? He's going. If you didn't watch episode 12. You don't understand how.
You don't understand that
I don't want to jump into it. I'm just saying.
Look, I'm gonna mute that because we ain't gonna hype that one up. But what I
that little 10-minute, 15-minute clip gonna go viral.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that because we more important.
I told Tone, sir. I told Tone, I said, listen, Nicole, she like her topics and stuff. I said, how she moved. Nicole's kind of conservative. I'm not conservative. I'm a conservative when I choose to be. You understand what I'm saying? But Nicole, we gonna get you your numbers. We got a good team of people on this line right now. From the DJs and Tanya's, with her little brims on. I'm gonna have to start wearing my hats because I think she's trying to turn the party out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got your baseball. Okay, y'all. Look, I got one more question.
With the brim too.
Okay. Bad boy, say it again.
I said, I see you with the brim, Tanya. I was seeing you now, girl.
I see you. Hey, you like my sucker?
I do, though. I do. Don't tell nobody else.
Look, okay, shut up.
Let's leave the sucker alone. Go ahead.
Hey, no. Get us all in trouble.
Look, if a person had a problem with the exes or cuddy buddies being on your social media, would you delete or block for them? This is if you're in a serious relationship and that person had
go first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you don't, I had a situation this weekend with a picture and that's almost ruined my whole relationship. So I'm gonna just let you know, you getting blocked. If we I'm in a relationship. I can't follow you. I can't talk to you. I'm gonna be honest, because I don't want to hear. I ain't like Vic. Vic, I ain't as strong as you, brother. I ain't as strong. I ain't as strong. I don't even want to go through it. My whole dinner was ruined Friday because I did some shit Monday. You get what I'm saying? You understand? My dinner was ruined Friday for some shit I did Monday. You understand me? Yeah, they get blocked. They get deleted.
Hey, George, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, I had an issue with social media early on, so I learned my lesson way back when, and that's when I found out that my wife is more important to me than anything that I could find on social media. You know, we've been together for we've been married for 10, been together for we've been together for 17. So it's one of those situations where we almost grew up together to a certain extent. You know, so they say some people grow apart. I said, sure, I'm just gonna try to get better at what we're doing. And you know, we worked on it, but we talk about social media and we see how much fun people have on social media. We see the stuff that go on and we've talked about it, but it's one of those things that if we're gonna do it together.
Right.
And them cuddy buddies and all that other stuff, we don't, as men, I don't feel like we need some of them extra temptations. We are already more than enough. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got a little, what Vic's talking about, what he just said, we all have that in us. Don't get it twisted. Absolutely. Like me and George are saying that it's just Vic. No, we all have that in it. He's more vocal about his. Right. We all got that. We all got that beast that's sitting in the back seat and we trying to keep calm because you know what I'm saying, we've all been out there before. So, but the thing that I want to say is just that we all have to understand that what's most important to you. Like Vic said, what do you want to deal with? You know, like George said, he's like, I've had this issue, and it's almost caused that you got to get back to what your base is, what your values are, what's important to you. Communication, as we always talk about on this podcast, is a big thing because you have to talk about what's going on.
Communication and comprehension. Don't leave comprehension out. We talk about that, fat boy. I'm fired up on reasons.
Yeah.
Comprehension, but comprehension.
I like the comprehension though.
Different.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah, the comprehension. That's because I usually just say communication, but I think the comprehension part, because you can communicate all you want, but if the person not comprehending and truly understanding what you're saying, then you're going on deaf ears. So I think we need to switch it up on the show as well. Real talk, because comprehension is probably just as big as the communication part.
We'll call it the 2 C's then, right?
Mm-hmm. No, for real.
The 2
Chanel.
Well, you know, there's no communication without comprehension. You know, you can't have communication if you don't understand what the person is conveying. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So everything's all off.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask Vic and Tony B. Same question. If you were in a serious relationship and they had a problem with you having exes or cuddy buddies on your social media, would you delete them or block them for them?
Well, I don't have no cuddle buddies on mine, period.
We're not going to talk to Vic. I'm going to talk to Tony B. That's not even a question for me.
No, my past is my past. You do not need to be in my future, mama. Trust and believe that.
Hey, understand. I'll say this. Like once you get into a relationship and you get to that part, because you know the biggest thing about relationships is vulnerability, making yourself vulnerable to that person. And I hate to say it, but there's this little saying or this little thought process that relationships is all about who loves who the most. You know what I mean? And it's almost like a competition. Well, he loved me this much. She loved me this much. She'll do this. And once you get to that point to where you don't feel like it's that competition, like this person really loves you the same way that you love them, you know, that love and that loyalty to me goes hand in hand. So I love this person, but I'm loyal to this person. So only thing that matters is how she feels to me. So absolutely, I'm gonna let whatever go if that's an issue, because that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Get to that point, but you gotta get to that point.
Man right there.
Right.
That's grown man right there.
So let's say you're in a relationship and you thought everything was perfect, and that person ended up cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden they start posting on social media, you know, to please you, and then all of a sudden they stop.
Okay, you lost me with that. You got to run that by me again.
Okay.
You're with the person, that person cheats on you, you stay with that person, and then they start
and they start posting you and them the happy life, and then all of a sudden it stops.
They just did it to make up.
It wasn't
Yeah,
never a happy
absolutely.
life to begin with. It was never
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
Because after you cheated, don't start trying to do that because no, we still got problems. There's still
Yeah.
a
We got
problem in
real
here.
problems.
Yeah.
We got real problems.
You
Hey,
can't give up the cookie.
So we
You
got
can't give
real
up the
problems.
cookie.
no,
Yeah.
no, we don't call it that.
Hold
Look,
on, one at a time. Go through the panel, answer that question. I'll be right back, but y'all answer that question.
hey, let me get you, Steve, real quick. It
Come on,
ain't
Vic.
about you giving up the cookie. You've been tampered with. I don't need.
Hey, Vic, it's been
Look, bro.
It got
You are
pilfered.
not. Hey, let me tell you something, Steve. You are not going to buy a box of cookies. You're just not. You're gonna put them right back on the damn shelf. Let me tell you, I was with my ex-wife for 17 years. She cheated. I didn't even have proof. I felt it, and I gave her divorce papers. Period. I don't play that because I know my worth as a man. I know we can sit back and we can laugh and talk all this shit, but I know my worth as a man. I know the work that I put in the relationship. I know what I've done for her and my children. And if you feel, and I've always said this, and I said this before I got married, I said I will stick through this marriage with you with everything. But if you ever cheat on me, I don't give a fuck how long we've been together. I'm gonna leave your ass. And you asked my relative Tony B. When I felt it, and I gave her ass divorce papers. And guess what? Everything came out with what happened. She tried to lie to me about it. I said, baby girl, you ain't got to lie to me. I said, because if you can't tell me 100% what happened, I don't want to hear. But let me tell you what I do know. And I ran off a slew of things what I knew. And then for her to be the argument of the person that she is, when I got done running down facts that she didn't know I knew, and I never brought them up. Because we got divorced, there's no reason for me to say you. I knew in my heart. So it came out through some friends, through family, all that. And I told her, this is what I do know. So when I got finished running down that whole playlist, she said, well, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but that's not true. That's your whole rebuttal. That's all you got for me. Not the one that's going to argue about picking up your drawers off the goddamn floor. Come on, man. That's all you got for me. But if you stay around, that's up to you because I can't tell you how to love no one, but I will tell you how to love myself.
And that's where Nicole lost is that when she said they cheat and then you get back. I'm just like, well, a lot of people ain't finna. Once you don't get that much loyalty, a person cheat, you done. You know what I mean?
But sometimes you can forgive. Sometimes you can move forward and forgive. And let's say you do that.
But the thing about that is, right, I'm with Tony B, right? I think even if you forgive them, it's something already broken, right? And Cutthroat said that as well. It's something already broken. So you can't just forgive them and then they posting pictures and then stop. Of course they were going to stop because the shit was broken. You get what I'm saying? You get what I mean? It's almost the question answers itself, right? And I'm not going to re-enter it. Now I don't mind forgiving you, but re-entering the relationship requires more, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to start communicating and comprehension. You know what I'm saying? We got to start talking because I need to know what's the issue and all of those things, right? We got something to work on before you can even start thinking about posting pictures with me. Anyway,
right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think what a lot of people don't understand is that anytime that you have a mistake or you do something in your marriage or relationship that may be considered wrong or it throws everything in the tizzy or whatever, we have to go back to, did we talk about it? Did we get it settled? Because 9 times out of 10, some of that stuff wasn't settled. And in today's world, like we talked about earlier, it's posting, hey, baby, see, I'm with you. I put you on my page. I did this. You see what I'm doing? I see what you're doing, but I don't really see what you're doing, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Who loves you the most?
One thing my wife always tells me, she's like, you don't have to say it with words, because if you mean it, I'm gonna be able to see it. I'm gonna be able to feel it.
Right.
I will put you like this. My wife is truly my other half because she got a lot of stuff that I know I just ain't got.
Tell us, sis, she needs to get on here with you because I've been wanting her to get on here with you. We gonna have.
Hey, y'all just don't know. She be on here with me. She is.
I know she's in.
Hey, she be on. She's not here tonight, but she be on the side. She's with me in
I
spirit
know
right now.
because she threw
But I'm
something.
telling you, she be looking, she be giving me that
She
side.
really looking like this.
Don't say that.
Right.
All right now. All
Hey,
right
nah,
now.
Don't bring your ass to bed, KC. Don't bring your ass to bed. If you don't say the right things, don't bring your ass to bed.
No, for real. For real, for real.
But
Oh, Tanya, or go ahead, Vic. You were going to say something to that.
me personally, I just, once the cheating is involved, me and my heart, I can't.
I feel that. I feel that.
Because I'll tell you the way I am. If me and my ex would have got back together, I know me, I would have ran through the street and I would have let her know every broad that I hit. I'd be like, yeah, I'm out there in the street. I'm made for the streets now because you allowed for me to go out there now. So watch me break your motherfucking heart like you broke mine. See, because it's a difference on when a man gets his heart broke opposed to a woman getting her heart broke. Men are built tough. We ain't supposed to be hurt. We supposed to provide and protect. But once we get hurt, that shit hurts. I mean, I don't give a damn I don't give a damn how macho your ass is, what background you come from.
Right.
When a woman break our heart, when I say it feels like I'd rather got shot.
No,
You
for
understand
real.
what I'm saying?
It's an emptiness.
You know what I'm saying? And it hurts. It hurts for us as men is because our egos get in the way. We can't believe that our woman done opened her legs to another man. Then you get the tripping. See, what I didn't do the fantasizing. I didn't do a nigga in between her legs. I didn't even want to take myself through that. I didn't want to do that because that's what most men would do. And that's what causes the problem. But I know me, I said I can work my marriage out if I really felt like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to be out a year ago before then. I got what I wanted. I just didn't get it how I wanted it. So I just will say this. I would never go back to anybody that cheated on me is because it's a potential that you will do it again when you get in your feelings about why you did it the first time. So I'm not setting myself up for failure. I'd rather just let you go.
So you just spoke the strength of a woman.
What you mean?
You just spoke the strength of a woman because women can forgive. Women can push through.
Absolutely.
and stay with the person. Men, if the woman was to do it, it'd be a wrap.
Yeah, we can't take it. Absolutely. I'm with you. We can't take it.
Hold on.
Let me say something. Women can forgive at a certain extent, okay? Because we truly never forgive and forget. Because we're going to bring that shit up all the time, okay?
All the time.
And we're going to have our eyes watching you. So I'm just...
Hey, be having a good time.
Monday through Friday.
Have a party next to she just slap you upside your head.
Yeah, no, for real.
Blasting for no reason. Like,
no, for real.
Oh, you thought I forgot, huh?
Remember that shit you need? No, for real. No, for real.
You got to learn how to do this.
That's because the trust have been broken, because we have been broken,
Yeah.
And when you're broken, it's a hard thing to mend back together. Because we truly love you and we truly invest in you, and you're gonna do that, that's a problem.
That's why I say leave. That's why I choose to leave, because I already know how I am. I don't want to be watching you like a hawk. I don't want to be doing that. I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be looking at your side eye and be like, you know what? I don't even respect your ass no more because you don't respect me. So I'm gonna go out and get with everything that I want now. And then me and you, we gonna end up breaking up on some pissed off shit. No, I'm gonna just go ahead and let it go. Because no matter how much I love a person, I'd rather let you go than take you through hell, because I can give hell. And my hell comes at a whole different price, to where Tony be like, Vic, do you really got to go? What's that song, Tony, you told me to listen to? 0 to 100 real quick. Like when that song came out, a lot of my homies called me, Vic, they made a song for you finally. I said, what you mean? They made a song, 0 to 100.
Nigga, real quick.
Look,
my 0 to 100 is quick, and I will always say this. We get it. I'm gonna end it with this. If you love yourself enough, you would never let anyone ever disrespect you and accept it.
Absolutely.
I don't give a damn how much I love you. I don't give a damn how much you love me. If you say you love me, you are not supposed to ever disrespect me. Check out another man, because see, when I have a woman, everybody know I got a woman. If I'm taking you out and we're out in public and we're doing all this stuff and I put a ring on your finger, that means that I'm yours and you are mine.
But you can,
Don't.
but they can't be on your social media, or is that when you knock down your social
If
media?
I'm married, no, okay, let me get back. Let me switch over. They can, like, that was my wife. Like, say if I was married, you know, when I was married and I decided to get a social media, absolutely she could have been on my social media, because all I did was my family and my kids and go to work. You know what I mean? But once I got divorced and I put my name on social media, you know how many people hit me up that hasn't seen me up in years, and it could be some exes. I don't want to talk to them. You were ex for a reason.
Right.
I don't need you to be all up in my business. And that's why I get accused of being so private. It's not about I'm doing something that's gonna piss you off. I just don't need you searching through my shit to piss me off.
Right.
See, my feelings come before your feelings. I'm just sorry. Like I've learned how to love
really
me
how it
more.
should be. That's really how it should be.
Yeah.
Your feelings should come first before anybody. You know, love yourself.
Exactly.
Like Tanya used to, you know, you've said this several times on different podcasts. Love yourself first. Your feelings come first. So learn how.
Yeah.
Learn how.
I teach my kid that. My 19-year-old son, he went through something with his little female, and I said, "What you gonna do?" And he asked me, "Well, Dad, what would you do?" And I ran it down to him, and I said, "But you ain't like me, son. You would get that heart sooner or later."
So let me ask you guys. I'm sorry, Vic. I didn't mean to cut you off. What is a solution to the way people think when it comes to social media and relationships? What's a solution for it?
Counseling.
Social media.
No,
You know,
real.
well, social
Counseling,
media
that's one.
is no one's friend.
Social media, you said counseling. You said social media is no one's friend. What would you say, Tony?
I always said since day one, social media is what you make it. If you want to make it something as a platform to promote your business, it can be that. If you want to make it a platform to just express your everyday, whatever's going on with your anger, it can be that. If you want to make it as a platform to pray for people and uplift people every day, it can be that. If you want to be on there and cause a whole bunch of drama, it can be that. So it's whatever you want to make it, whatever. It's almost like alcohol. They say when you drink alcohol, it just amplifies who you really are. That's kind of what social media is. If you look at somebody's social media page, you're gonna find out who they really are, their true essence of who they are. So that's what I say. I'm not gonna put it under one umbrella saying that social media is a bad thing. No, it's what you make it.
Right.
Right.
That's what I say.
And what would you say, Steve?
I look at social media as entertainment. It should be just like that. Just like you watching the TV, or if you're watching the game or something like that. Guess what? When your team losing, what you do? Turn that off. You know, or you just click it off. You gotta be able to separate yourself from entertainment in real life. I think people are having a hard time because social media is crossing over into people's real lives at this point.
Right.
And not enough people separate themselves from the entertainment portion of it and the real life of what's going on in front of you. Tony B said something earlier when he was talking about the endorphins that you get when you get likes. I think social media is somewhat like a drug. When you get certain things on social media, you get that high from it, and you get that. And the addictiveness comes when you're chasing that next high, because the next high is never going to be as good as that first one. And that's what keeps people addicted. And then like drugs, social media intertwines itself into your life. And then you can have a hard time separating yourself from the person, whether it be the drugs or the social media, because a lot of people, they have social media personas that don't match the real life person.
Right.
So people have to be careful and understand that social media is just entertainment. It's there to, maybe you scroll through it a couple of times, like a picture or two, like somebody's post, they said something inspirational. And guess what? You go about your business. You got work to do. You got kids to raise. You got a car that need to be fixed. It's stuff that need to be done. You can't sit here and get sucked up in social media to the point where real life suffers because you're addicted to something that's not even real at this point. You can't be so addicted to like TV and other stuff.
Right. Okay, good one. Okay, Fat Boy, closing.
Oh man, same thing. I think that I'm kind of gonna take everything for everybody, right? I think social media is definitely not your friend, but I also feel like it's what you make it as well. I think that it can work in a relationship if we use the 2 C's, right? Communication and comprehension. And if we are doing this together, there's no need for privacy as well, right? I just said that because we already know what we're on, right? Because we're communicating and we're talking. So there is no real privacy because everything is open, right? And we're talking to each other. So I basically feel like if you can handle it, allow it in your relationship. If you can't and it becomes a problem, and like Cutthroat say, if you can't differentiate the two, then I think you have an issue, and I think you need to put it down and maybe focus on the foundation of your relationship. But if you can handle it and boost your relationship and keep everything going and keep reality, I think it works for you.
Right. John, I like that.
Hey, cause Fat Boy, like you say, it was Monday and Friday. It messed up his whole dinner. So he's speaking experience right now.
I'm speaking experience, y'all. If you can handle it. I couldn't handle it.
But you know what? Social media can be negative or positive, but it's all in what you make it, as Tony B said, and Steve and Fat Boy and Vic. It's all about you and how you present yourself. So
yeah.
I mean, y'all know I do business on social media. Greg does the DJing with the All Vinyl Show. We're both into the business. So we post each other's stuff all the time. Well, let me take that back. I post on the All Vinyl Show all the time.
Oh, yeah, I see that a lot.
Greg's
hey, well, hold on. Hey, to speak up for my dog,
he's right here.
Picture of you and him. There's a picture of you and him on the page that don't go nowhere. He ain't updated. He like this.
Hey, Steve, it bet not. It bet not.
It's on the All Vinyl Show with him and Nick. They smiling together. I was like, it's a beautiful thing. And that's when I said earlier, you can post it if you mean it, because I thought that's one of the pictures I thought about. I thought about that picture of Nick and Greg in that picture, and I was like, he meant that. He wanted that there. It's not an issue because guess what? He wanted it there, and he didn't. It was nothing else. It ain't that. He probably asked Nick, "You cool with this picture?" But he wanted it there because
which picture are you talking about, Steve? Let me.
The one where it's you and him. He's got the headphones on.
That was my post on the All Vinyl Show.
Hey, but it's on his page and he kept it there.
But it's on the group page. Shut up.
It's on the All Vinyl Show. Hey, I look at it like if you posted it and it stayed there, it's his post. If it's been there for this long, it's his post.
Hold on. This is the thing. This is the thing. It's our post. That's how I look at it. Ours. You know what I mean? I don't look at it mine or his. I look at it ours, because we are.
It's his post because he posted his queen on his page. Well, you posted his queen on his page, and he said, "I'm cool with it."
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, but Steve, you have heard what is his is hers. What is hers is hers, right? You've heard of that, right?
Yeah. No, Tanya, we ain't doing that.
I've heard it.
That.
Okay,
they don't go down easy.
Yeah, no, for real.
Look, y'all.
Right, y'all.
I love y'all. I'm gonna read my closing real quick. Keep your eyes open, but don't let the social media bullshit kill your relationship. If you have issues with trust, maybe you should question why. And if you should stay in that relationship. Disrespect is one thing, but insecurities are another.
Absolutely.
And I love y'all. Until next time, we are going to do this again. And just so you guys know, tap into Fired Up Broadcasting. Go ahead, Fat Boy.
Yeah, tap in every tomorrow. We go live every Thursday, 5 p.m. Of course, West Coast time, Pacific time, and just look us up on Fired Up Broadcasting. And subscribe, like, and subscribe, and share, and comment, and send everybody in. And then make sure y'all click that notification link, and we go live. The show's called Reasons, man. Me and my brother Fuel, and then also check out the ladies, Farron and Jazz for Tender Tuesdays as well. That's every Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time, man. And I definitely want to check out your stuff, Tony B, man. We got to get together, and I'm gonna get Nick. We're gonna talk. I was talking about throwing an event where we can all get all the podcasters and we can kind of get a little networking thing and throw like a event, barbecue or something. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And get all the fans out and public relations.
Fat boy, we got to go from Atlanta to San Diego to LA.
Yeah, because I'm in
That'd
the
be
A.
dope.
Vegas.
That's what's up.
Kansas
That's what I'm
City.
saying. That's dope.
We
That's
got to
dope.
come here.
Hey, meet us in the middle.
Right. Meet us in
There we
We can
go.
meet in the middle.
you know, in San Diego. I'm just
That's on
saying.
the West Coast.
Right.
Me and Tanya in the middle.
That's my excuse. And I'm sticking to it. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Until next
All right,
time,
great show. I love y'all. Thank you.
let us speak truth.
Peace and blessings.
Subscribe on YouTube. Till next time.
Doses.
Later.
Those are-